Let me firstly say, obviously, as a group, coaching staff, players, we have really let ourselves down, our organization down, and our country down under support. Therefore, I take full responsibility for what has happened on the field. The SA Rugby administrators and I will be in discussions, obviously, and we will do a full review of this year. The players, obviously, we had a hard chat about rugby and the future of South African rugby, especially the Springboks. And we agreed that we have to look at ourselves, first and foremost, about the standards that haven't been up to scratch or to be good enough to compete at international level. Yeah, I think what one must understand is that hindsight is normally the exact science. And you have a good team on paper, and everyone is happy with the team on paper. And since they don't perform, then then it's not the right thing. So you could have gone with all the young players, and also not getting the results and maybe break their confidence. Then that was also not the right thing to do. But what we have learned, and this is where I actually am happy that this experience has showed up that the players based overseas, you don't have control over them, you don't know their conditioning levels and have a feeling for that. Heading 1 week before a test match is not ideal preparation, but they are still good players, and somehow we have got to get to a point is know how to manage and monitor players not inside the country, monitor them better or make a decision. But those decisions are currently being discussed with the South African Rugby Union, and I'm sure that a policy will be made in due course. It is a simple answer. If we have had enough experienced leaders, surely, if it's that easy to select a captain in South African rugby, and if you looked at the Super Rugby franchises with leaders there, I think Adrian Saas at that time was the guy that was definitely 100% sure of his position, and the most experienced hooker, the most experienced player that has come through the systems. Therefore, I've made that call. And in hindsight, still the right call that I've made. Now, I've signed a contract till end of 2019. And we will have discussions, obviously a proper review when we get back. And then, obviously decisions will be made. We've started already with some rectifying sort of plans and building to where we want to see South African rugby. And the Indaba was obviously called by me in April already, and that was a positive step in the right direction. And there's a follow-up on the 12th of December with the Super Rugby coaches. Played at Coetzee Steelers and not Western Province in Stormers. I coached there my last season, so I don't know where that question comes from, Western Province and Stormers. I think what we have embarked on is a style of play that will suit South African rugby and play to the strengths of South Africans. And that is still in the making. We have this follow-up meeting on the 12th, and we will put a blueprint together, and whoever comes in, there will be something to build on from. Yeah, I think importantly, we need to get our standards right back up there. As a Springbok team, management included, on and off the field, excellent, high standards. That's when you want to compete against the best in the world. So I think there's been a bit of a drop in standards on and off the field in terms of our skill sets on the field, and in terms of the preparation of the field. So that's the first thing that will enable us to put a better product out there. So that's what I would like to see going forward. There's a 6-month period where we can make sure that it's proper preparation, and that will enable us to have better results on the field.